Your 4-year-old is screaming on the Target floor right now. Lucky Charms, that's what started this. Every shopper is staring. Your heart is racing. Your mind goes blank. Stop it right now! The crying gets louder. Okay, one small box. Now they want the giant size. If you don't stop, we're leaving. Nothing works. You feel like the worst parent alive. What if you had 10 science-backed moves for this exact minute? What if you could turn this 20-minute meltdown into 3? Here's what most parents don't realize about those 60 seconds. When your child melts down, your instinct is to make it stop. Fast. Calm down, you say, getting louder yourself. If you don't stop, we're going home. The screaming intensifies, so you cave and hand over your phone. Or you physically remove them while they kick and flail. You're not alone, and you're definitely not a bad parent. Here's what's actually happening. Your child's amygdala, their alarm system, has taken complete control. It's screaming, "Danger!" even though you're just in a grocery store. Meanwhile, their prefrontal cortex, the thinking brain, has gone offline. This is why telling a melting down child to just calm down is like telling someone having a panic attack to simply relax. Their brain literally cannot access reasoning. The real problem isn't your child's big emotions. It's that no one taught you what to do in those crucial 60 seconds. You weren't given tools for your child's developing nervous system. So you default to what your parents did. Or you Google frantically at 2 a.m., trying everything but nothing sticks. What if, instead of fighting your child's nervous system, you worked with it? What if you had 10 moves that take 60 seconds or less, moves that help your child's brain shift from alarm mode back to thinking mode? This is called co-regulation. Kids borrow your calm when they can't find their own. Their nervous system literally syncs up with yours through mirror neurons. When you stay regulated, you give their overwhelmed brain something to match and follow. I'm talking about 10 one-minute co-regulation moves, not theories, actual practical things you can do right there in the Target aisle. Tools that work with your child's developing brain, not against it. Let's walk through all 10 moves, starting with the one that almost every parent skips. Tip 1. Borrow my calm, body reset. The first move is borrow my calm. Your nervous system regulation becomes theirs. Most parents skip this because they're focused on stopping the behavior. Here's exactly how. Drop your shoulders, soften your face, take 3 deep, visible breaths. Lower your voice by half. Get on their level, kneel or sit. Say nothing for 30 seconds, just be calm. Why this works? Mirror neurons. Your child's brain constantly scans yours for safety signals. When you're tense, their alarm stays activated. When you demonstrate calm, their nervous system matches yours. You become their emotional anchor. Picture this: kitchen meltdown over the wrong snack. Instead of explaining why goldfish are just as good as pretzels, you sit on the floor and breathe slowly. You let your calm fill the space. You've created the foundation for everything else. Tip 2. I'm here, you're safe. Anchor phrase. Choose one phrase and stick with it. I'm here, you're safe. Use a warm, low tone. Repeat it 2 to 3 times slowly. Don't add explanations yet. No, but you need to calm down. Just the anchor phrase. This creates familiarity in chaos. When everything feels out of control, hearing the same calming words helps their amygdala recognize there's no real danger. This phrase becomes a conditioned cue for nervous system regulation. Bedtime meltdown over wrong pajamas? Instead of explaining why both sets are the same, you say, I'm here, you're safe. In a calm, steady voice, you're giving their overwhelmed brain an anchor to hold on to. Tip 3. Name it to tame it. Microscript. You're putting words to their emotions when they can't. Watch their body and face. State what you see simply. You're really mad right now. That felt scary. Avoid asking what's wrong when they're melting down. Never minimize with you're okay when they're clearly not. Research shows that labeling emotions activates the prefrontal cortex and reduces amygdala activity. Literally naming it helps tame it. Car seat struggle? Instead of, stop fighting me, try, you really don't want to get in that seat. You're feeling frustrated. You've helped their brain make sense of overwhelming feelings. Tip 4. Choice shrink. 2 safe options. Wait until they can hear you, after the first 3 moves. Offer exactly 2 choices you can live with. You can brush teeth first or get dressed first. Hold my hand or hold the cart. Not, what do you want to do? That's too overwhelming. This restores agency without overwhelming their system. A dysregulated brain can handle 2 options when it cannot handle open choices. You're shifting from power struggle to collaboration. Morning routine battle? You can put on shoes here or carry them to the car. You've given control within boundaries, honoring autonomy while meeting family needs. Tip 5. Calm down touch if welcome. Read their body language first, reaching toward you or pushing away. If they seem open, ask, would a hug help? If yes, offer firm, calm pressure. If no, stay close without touching. Touch releases oxytocin and reduces cortisol. Firm pressure activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Your regulated nervous system transfers through skin contact. Doctor's office anxiety? If they're leaning into you, ask, would you like to sit on my lap while we wait? You're offering your calm nervous system as a resource. Tip 6. Shared breathing game. Start breathing visibly yourself first. Invite them. Can you help me with my breathing? Use imagery. Smell the flower. Blow out the candle. Count together. In for 3, out for 3. Make it optional, never forced. Deep breathing activates the vagus nerve, promoting calm. But you're doing this together. Shared activities create connection, which dysregulated kids need most. After sibling fights, instead of discussing who did what, sit with both kids. Let's blow bubbles with our breath. You're helping their brains get oxygen while creating peace. Tip 7. Grounding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start when they're slightly calmer, not at peak meltdown. Can you find 5 things you can see? For younger kids, can you see 2 red things? Move through touch, hear, smell. Do it with them. I see the blue wall. What do you see? This grounds them in the present moment, activates thinking brain through concrete tasks, interrupts emotional spiral with sensory input. Restaurant overwhelm? Can you feel this smooth table? I hear music playing softly. What do you notice? You're helping their nervous system find solid ground in chaos. Tip 8. Tiny calm corner. On the go. Use your body to create boundaries. Sit with back to wall, arms creating sides. Lower lighting with your body or jacket. Speak quietly for acoustic privacy. Stay with them until ready to emerge. This reduces sensory input when overwhelmed, creates containment and safety. Your body becomes their calming environment. Mall meltdown? Find a bench, create a mini cocoon with them between your legs and jacket partially over both. You're creating the low stimulation environment their overwhelmed nervous system needs. Tip 9. Mirror talk. Reflect, don't lecture. Wait until they can hear you. Describe what you observed. You really wanted that toy, and when I said no, you felt so disappointed. No but or however. You're not jumping to lessons yet, just showing you see their experience. This validates their internal world, builds emotional vocabulary, shows their feelings make sense, even when behavior needs limits. Post-playdate meltdown about leaving. You were having so much fun with Jake. Leaving felt really hard. You wished you could stay longer. Your acknowledging disappointment is understandable. Tip 10. 60-second debrief after the storm. 30 minutes later, when they're completely regulated, keep it under 60 seconds. Acknowledge feelings, your connection. Plant one tiny seed for growth. End with affection. You had big feelings at the store today. I stayed right with you. Next time, we can try breathing together. I love you. This consolidates learning when their brain is receptive, strengthens relationship after rupture and repair, builds emotional intelligence without shame. Those are your 10 moves. 10 tools that work with your child's developing brain. Now, let me paint you a picture of what life looks like when you start using these moves consistently. In the first week, the meltdowns still happen, but you feel different, less panicked, more grounded. When your child starts spiraling, instead of that familiar pit in your stomach, you think, I know what to do. You have a playbook. By the first month, something shifts. The tantrums are getting shorter. Your 4-year-old starts using some of the emotional words you've been modeling. Instead of just screaming, they say, I'm really mad. It's still loud, but it's communication. 3 months in, you notice your child seeking you out when they're overwhelmed, instead of just melting down alone. They come to you and say, I need to breathe, or can we make a quiet space? They're learning that you're a safe place to bring their big emotions. 6 months later, other parents start asking what you did differently. Your child has tools now, real tools. They still have big feelings. They're human, but they know what to do with those feelings. They ask for help instead of just falling apart. And here's the beautiful part. Let's go back to that Target cereal aisle. Same setting, same trigger, but this time you drop to their level. You breathe together. You offer 2 choices. We can take 3 more breaths here, or we can take our breathing to the car. The tantrum lasts 3 minutes instead of 20. As you're leaving, another mom approaches you. How did you do that? She asks. My kid would have screamed for an hour. You smile and realize you've become the parent you always hoped you could be. Not perfect, just prepared. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great in theory, but my situation is different. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have time for this in public. I'm thinking about the grocery store line, the restaurant full of waiting customers. I get it. But here's the thing. These moves take less time than a 20-minute meltdown that ends with both of you in tears. Start with just the anchor phrase and body reset. 30 seconds that saves you 30 minutes. Or you might be thinking, my child is extra intense. They're neurodivergent. They have bigger emotions than other kids. You're absolutely right. Some kids do have bigger emotions and need more support. But these kids benefit even more from co-regulation, not less. Use longer pauses between moves. Repeat your anchor phrase more often. Trust the process. Their nervous systems are actually more sensitive to your calm presence. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not a calm person. I lose it too. I can't be zen when my kid is screaming in Target. Listen. Your nervous system gets hijacked too. You're human. But you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be 10% calmer than your child in that moment. Start with tip 1. Borrow my calm for yourself first. Take those 3 breaths. Drop your shoulders. Your calm becomes theirs. These aren't tools for perfect parents. They're tools for real parents who get overwhelmed, who make mistakes, who are just trying to figure it out as they go. So here's one simple challenge for your very next meltdown. Just try 2 of these moves. Pick your anchor phrase and the body reset. That's it. You don't need all 10. You don't need perfection. You need 1 moment of connection in the chaos. Choose your phrase right now. I'm here, you're safe. Or, you're safe with me. Practice saying it in a calm voice. When the next meltdown happens, and it will happen because your child is still learning, remember these 2 tools. Drop your shoulders, take 3 breaths, say your phrase. Here's what I want you to remember. Every meltdown isn't proof you're failing. It's your child's way of saying, I need you to help me feel safe again. They're not giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time. Next time you're in that Target aisle, you'll have a playbook. Your child will still be learning. Their brain won't be fully developed until they're 25, but you'll know what to do in those crucial 60 seconds. Comment below and tell me which move you want to try first. And next week, I'm sharing what to do when these moves don't work. Those times when your child is hitting, throwing, or completely beyond reach. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Your child chose you to be their guide through big emotions. You've got this.